And ROC, what would you want to be in future?
Stand up.
Yes, you.
Stand up.
Stand up.
I would like to be a terrorist.
Oh, bruh.
Wow.
Who's next?
Oh no.
Slaves, get your ass back here!
Oh! Viva la bomba!
Tactical nuke incoming!
Yo.
Wait, never mind. That was
He's so tacky!
Hey, of course we win.
Heyo internet. And alright, I heard all your complaining whimpers about me playing Betty so much in ranked. And I agree, Betty is definitely a beast in the right hands. And a menace to play for any tank or slow moving champion.
Dare attack!
I'm playing my meta Betty now. You want me to abuse champions? I'll abuse champions. But is it really all that easy to play her? Well, today I aim to answer that exact question. But due to the enormous amount of hate that I get for playing this character, I'm making you suffer along with me by using every single explosion reference and meme known to mankind. In other words, I'm crashing this plane with no survivors.
I just suicide bombed the Dragons.
Long live the Queen.
Betty La Bomba, aka the Bomb Queen, aka the Menace, aka Slay Girl.
Oh girl, being alive is pain, but it is a new day, and you have to slay.
Is one of the most hated champions in Paladins. I'm just gonna be straight up with y'all and drop a cold, well, no, frozen take right here and now. You ready? She's not actually easy and brain dead as they say. I know, I can already hear the boos along with your nimble fingers clacking away at the filthy Cheeto dust covered keyboard about how, oh, another Plat Raven take. But look here, listen, first of all,
If I were a bad demo man, I wouldn't be sitting here discussing it with you now, would I?
I've challenged everybody in my Discord server that I've run across saying Betty is brain dead easy to actually play her while queuing with me against high elo level players. And every time they would sit there in the back line, barely existing at all until a flank came and slapped them straight in the face.
Game!
Or catch them trying to ult in the open.
She exploded me there.
But a consensus every single time was actually reached with all those Betty haters. They actually still kind of liked playing her. And second of all, what do you mean, Plat Take? You think you can get away with saying that to me? And over the internet? Nah! Do you know who you're dealing with? I'll have you know I mained Buck to level 750 with a 69% win rate, almost 1,000 hours played, with 61,528 kills, reaching the top of my class and ending the previous season at a cozy spot of top 50 GM. Look, I get that giving a champion a grenade launcher that also launches cluster munitions as its sidearm. Wait, isn't that banned by the Geneva Convention? And on top of that, adding in a whole mag dump of bombs you can throw into any tight corner to completely annihilate your enemy.
I just killed everybody.
With explosive rounds in your boots as you bounce around them, knocking them back, and sort of tossing off their aim. This might seem a little bit too much, but it possibly could not be all that bad. Okay, are we sure this is not an actual war crime that I can be charged with?
Stop right there, criminal scum!
Yes, Betty's kit is pretty strong, with her basic fire being a grenade launcher like the ones you see on Dredge, Demoman from TF2, or Junkrat in Overwatch, but also having some unique components to her, with the right click being a cluster munition, which detonates a bit slower, and Hail of Bombs being her primary AoE skill. Both are intended to just spam large gatherings of enemies, or make the point simply non-existent for the enemy, as you safely retreat or die and watch the enemies fall for it safely back in spawn.
Killer Queen はすでにドアノブに触っている。
triple kill.
Because yes, your explosives stay after you die. I have no idea why. Yes, it's OP. It is what it is. And honestly, it is actually surprising how often I get kills after I die. A bit sad, really. There's definitely a statement to be made about the average Paladin's player IQ here, but I think I will refrain from doing so, because I don't feel like receiving a pipe bomb in my mailbox anytime soon. But now for a word from our sponsor. Have you been looking for a new game to play on PC or possibly even on your phone on those lonely nights? Well, boy do I have a game for you. A game with tons of awesome champions to collect, battle in PvP and PvE content, along with deep lore and fantastic graphics. Yes, it's none other than Raid Shadow Legends. With tons of campaign content to do, bosses to take on, and players to conquer, this time around, Raid is increasing its roster with a new rarity above Legendary. Mythical champions have the ability to metamorph into a different form. The new look and skills, it's not just a hairstyle, making your combat experience even more diverse with plenty of possibilities that open up with such a transformation. You can get your hands on said mythical champions through the brand new primal shards in the portal. Now both forms do use the same artifacts, accessories, masteries, and blessings, so do be careful with the playstyles you choose for them. But this does open up a ton of possibilities where you can pick your own playstyles and customize the roster you have with unexpected twists when using that second form. And as a longtime Raid player myself, I'll be honest with you, this is by far the most customizable I've seen a champion be, and I'm interested to see what you guys do with them. But wait! There's more. This October, Raid is hosting a range of events that you too can be a part of by downloading Raid Shadow Legends using the links below, copying your in-game player ID, and then venturing over to raidyard.plarium.com. You just enter your Plarium ID, grab a shovel, as you'll be in with the chance to dig up some amazing in-game items ranging from gift cards worth up to $20,000 and various epic champions along with in-game loot. If you're an existing Raid player, you can still get involved with this Halloween-themed event. Head to raidyard.plarium.com and you'll find a special promo code that everybody can use to earn a small gift in-game. And on top of it all, new players can click my link in the description or scan the QR code right here, getting a free starter pack with this cool in-game loot. So just click the link in my description, and I hope to see you in Raid Shadow Legends. But come on, these are specific situations in which Betty was designed to shine. She exists for these moments. So what are these moments exactly? Well, let me just put on my gamer glasses that don't really help me see any better, and are only designed to protect my soft beady eyes from the void that is my burning blue light monitor. However, they do make me look like someone you'd want to be taught math by so hard, and I mean, how could you refuse? So here we see the intro clip. It starts off pretty normally with me just poking around to get some intelligence on the enemy's whereabouts, which I don't even need my team for because using her arguably best and most used talent, Fiery Disposition, I apparently gain a Starlink brand satellite gift wrapped by Elon Musk himself.
That's unreal.
No, seriously, they decided to add tick reveal damage, so essentially a wall hack, to all your basic explosions. You know, the huge explosions that are impossible to avoid and I can spam like the good artillery unit I am. Honestly, I'm so fed up with this reveal fetish Evil Mojo has. And it's one part of Betty's kit that I agree never needed to be in the game. It just doesn't make sense for a prediction-based blaster champion to have that element of, well, prediction made so simple. Yeah, just slap a wall hack on them. Nothing could go wrong there. But this does end up getting me a pretty sick prediction kill on the fleeing enemy Cassie as I turn away from the gruesome explosion, because cool guys don't look at explosions. Tossing out my hail of bombs at the same time as I chain into my ultimate to distract the enemy team, while I myself shout out at the top of my lungs, "Viva la bomba!" for whatever reason, and proceed to nuke the entire enemy team.
Incoming!
We can sort of see the Grover attempting to vine out, but sadly for him, it was already too late, leaving Terminus, an actual Betty counter, to fend for himself against our entire team.
Oh no.
Yeah, that didn't go too well for him, and with that, we simply push in the payload. This clip is the prime example of how fast Betty can turn a healthy teamfight into a waiting for everybody to respawn minigame, but that's only when properly utilizing her kit. You in turn can melt the enemy team anytime they decide to stick too close together, and this makes her one of the best counters to the double tank meta that we're still currently in. Mind you, there's not a lot of them, but you also need to keep in mind the playstyle that I'm actually going for. As you can see, I'm not simply sitting back and being a backline DPS, a mistake that most Betty players make. But I play her a lot like a flank. I do a bit of poke here and there, and suddenly as soon as I see an opening, I explode all over the unsuspecting enemy team, leaving them wondering, how could this happen? Now I know the most requested thing when it comes to my videos is always the loadouts. So, how can you two accomplish such explosive feats with Betty? Well, you'd need an armament, of course, and for that we hop on over to the champion select menu, pick the queen herself, and check out the loadouts. Also, don't judge me for my level. I know, shame on me. My family thinks I'm a disappointment.
I'll be honest with you, my parents do not care for it.
And I completely accept that you think less of me.
I'm not seeking penance for what I've done, Father. I'm asking forgiveness for what I'm about to do.
What I'm gonna do is this. Did it.
No, he's the only player. Dude, you're too nice. He's like, he's the only character.
That is true. Look at this, bro. No, 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 don't. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh!
Yeah, as you can see with my appropriately named loadout, Scorched Earth, Betty just flattens everything in sight.
Bro, oh my god!
We've got Lost Realm at 5 to make Oppenheimer himself jealous.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
Which increases our blast radius of all explosions by 10%. And then we just throw in 3 of the most broken cards you will ever find. Like honestly, Betty has some of the best cards in Paladins, especially cards at the low price of 2 points each, with Labor of Genius allowing us to reload faster, or every hit we land, and in turn cancelling out Deft Hands 3 as a purchasable item. So you can pretty much just leave it at 2. Queen's Entrance for some easier control on our movement ability, and Eureka Moment for more and more grenades as we continue to do damage. At this point, we become an artillery piece that can never run out of ammo, raining hellfire down on all those who dare oppose us. And last but not least, Creator's Claim at 4 for some extra health, which it's a bit of a controversial one, but the way we're playing Betty, we need any extra health we can get.
Hello, my name is...
I am realize. Oh, he realized!
Wait, what did he realize?
He realized.
What did he realize?
Alright, back to spawn. Warp pipe.
Wait, what?
As I said, we're playing like a flank, so all the damage is going to be mainly on us. That extra health really comes in handy, especially if we're playing as a frontline Betty half of the time. I mean, look at this. This is just ridiculous. I don't run out of ammo this entire point fight in a serious competitive match. What's the enemy supposed to do in this scenario? Evil Mojo, how is this fair? As for the items that pair well with this loadout, you may have noticed that I opt in for Deft Hands 2 as the first buy in every single match that I've played. After that, I go for Wrecker, Resilience, or Haven depending on the enemy team matchup. Pretty standard if you don't need Wrecker or Rezo. Master Riding is probably the best one, as it's a pretty neat luxury that allows you to start spamming point even sooner. Of course, it's not really all that simple, and unlike many Redditors' claims, Betty's shots aren't that easy to hit. It's a mix of prediction and muscle memory based on where your opponent is going to be. You can even see me pre-firing the spot that I assume my opponent is going to be every single time. I'm not actually trying to shoot directly at them. The only time that works is if you're so point blank to them that you might as well be clipping through their in-game model. That's also not putting into consideration that this, of course, is a high-res game, so every character they make is riddled with bugs.
Away from my fingers.
Hold up. Where's my weapon? Why can't I see my shots? What? High res? What? Where's my weapon? Where am I? I can't even see my bombs. This is my first game! What the heck? You can't make this up. You actually cannot make this up. Okay, is it gonna be the same in ranked?
Few moments later.
Are you kidding me? High res? Why?
I'm gonna make him give back our
No. I might just close my game. We're restarting. Or that apparently my rocket boots were designed by NASA themselves. Because where did that Koga go?
Really? She pops? Is she a KDA player?
You thought that was it? Nope, there's more. Sometimes your hail of bombs just decides to stick to the air. Because who cares? Who cares about the laws of physics?
What is that on?
No way,
dude.
Hello,
and who cares about removing the invisible huge walls that you add when designing a map? right? This map has been in the game for years, and it even got a rework. I can't do this. I actually cannot do this. No. Goodbye. Bye. And if that's not enough, sometimes her ultimate straight up just does no damage. Yeah, it just does no damage.
How did that do no damage? How did that do no damage? How did that do no damage? I'm saving that.
But that's really no fault of her own. It's Hi-Rez Studios. Good old Hi-Rez that we've come to know and love. Well, maybe just know how much they suck at making games! However, Betty isn't without her own flaws, and one of the biggest ones is how easy it is to actually kill you for pretty much any flank, due to the fact that you kind of just rely on hitting direct shots when someone is flanking you at mid-range to close. And if you can't, you're pretty much dead.
Oh no! Raven, that was so in!
Because your mobility doesn't go too far, and it has a pretty long cooldown. Unlike other characters that use grenades, Betty can't teleport away like Dredge, or harpoon them to the face endlessly. Fun! She can't lay down sticky traps like Demoman, or even bear traps like, say, Junkrat. Nope, with her primary skill, Hail of Bombs, being reserved for chokes and defending the point due to its long cooldown. So, meet your internal nemesis. Nemesi? Nemestepsis? Flanks. Yes, high mobility flanks, or just flying champions in general, are the bane of your existence. And as Betty, you will usually end up just dying to them. There's really no in between. If they decide that they've had enough of your shenanigans and focus on actually doing what they're supposed to, you know, their job, flanking, then most of the time you're just dead.
Man, I'm dead.
Unless you're apparently the best Betty in the game, what?
You're not that guy, pal, trust me. You're not that guy. Okay.
Who said we are to be the prey? No, when I see the smug face of enemy flanks, with no one around to help me, I'm filled with one sensation only, and that sensation, my friends, is not fear, it's excitement.
IQ and Pro are my heroes. No. Like...
No, he's angry.
Raven.
Holy shit.
The funniest clip of that. Oh, no, he is funny. Aww. Doesn't matter, Raven goes for him. Shows the clip of the angel getting goosebumps coming out.
Luck 71 doesn't come to this.
Oh my goodness.
Bro, this is actually so tense.
He wants you so incredibly bad.
Still have the healing button, you know?
Oh my god.
Raven drink GG.
Yes, if you actually practice long enough, air shots become your bread and butter. You'll learn to recognize the sound of flanks and absolutely demolish them. It's really a lot like Drogos in a way. Now you do actually have a specific tactic to deal with them. Fart on them.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
No, you heard me right. With the rocket-propelled mobility boots, or your default F skill, you can bounce around the enemy 3 times, knocking them around if they're too close, or just using it to dodge their attacks, while you expertly hit your own. And you know, there's always the option of just outsmarting them, or baiting them in like I do with this poor Androxus.
I'm not locked in here with you.
You're locked in here with me!
Realistically though, you always want to have at least one hit scan on your team if you're picking Betty, as hitting air shots might be cool and all, but being able to simply look at flying targets and have them disappear straight back to spawn is a far more reliable tactic. But there's one more way of dealing with pesky flanks, and these foolish champions that make the sky their home, thinking they're untouchable.
Bueno, look at these scars.
A way so diabolical, a way that has made many call me insane. But I never said my methods were ethical.
I'm the Joker, baby!
Kaboom! Yes, Rico. Kaboom.
Boom, baby! I got him, boys!
My main goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody.
Oh, no, man.
Don't do it again, man.
Oh my, please, stop.
Please, so close.
Don't do it.
For God's sake, man, that angel's had enough.
Okay. Playing that, bro, like... Boom, baby! Get that, bro, whistle. You still died.
It's not about money. It's about sending a message.
I'm not gonna lie, I think I've permanently scarred that Andrew for life, along with anybody trying to flank me when I'm playing Betty.
How do you live, brother? This game sucks. Betty sucks. I hate this game. Yeah, he just 1v1'd an Andro close range and won.
And I should probably be legally liable to pay for their therapy after this, but ult ramming, as I've come to call it, is by far my favorite thing to do on Betty, with air shots being a pretty close second. It's why I play her. In the words of a wise man, whenever I see Androxus, Drogos, or Amani ulting, I just want to say,
I'm about to bomb this whole motherfucking plane.
I think we should get point. Yeah. Alright, Kolos.
It requires confidence to see your counter and say, I don't care that you're using your ultimate. I'm just gonna pipe bomb your gloomy looking behind to heaven either way.
Whoa, 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 relax, relax! What you doing? You in heaven, my boy. No! You got killed too!
You're in the air? Does not matter.
It's beautiful. Look at my brothers up there celebrating. It is what it is.
The rush that you get off of knowing that the only way you survive and dominate is off your pure intuition and muscle memory. The absolute hatred from the enemy flanks when you bomb them back to the Stone Age. All of this is what makes Betty so fun.
Some men aren't looking for anything logical, like money. They can't be bought, bullied, reasoned, or negotiated with. Some men just want to watch the world burn.
But sometimes it's just not enough. You are, after all, a pretty slow class, lacking in that sweet mobility that everybody else enjoys. And really, that's your only downside. You can't really get rid of... Can't really get rid of...
Nobody expects the water kill Betty flank.
Yes, yes, I see it now. This is what we've been prepared for. This is our true purpose. This is the real Betty. We can't be flanked because we are the flank.
Why is this dude such a psychopath? What do you hide here?
I think you would like more to fly actually than actually use the ult properly.
I love flying.
I can see that.
Oh, I'm so good! I'm so good!
You're the chicken.
Get the chicken. Oh, hi, that's a lot.
This room literally just does not get to play the game.
And I get to play the game because I didn't get to see it.
Guess who's the most searched person on the internet at the moment? Like Google. Who wanna guess?
That's right, we got so sick and tired of flanks that we became the flank, with my favorite loadout rightfully named Nowhere is Safe. Betty turns from a damage dealer to a terrifying B-14 bomber from World War II. And when I say nowhere is safe, I do mean it. I mean it. Like this poor Maeve that's trying to escape a Betty, thinking she's the most mobile flank in the game. Nah! And to add insult to injury, I also blow her up with my ultimate when Maeve tries to chase me back.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
With fire from above and Queen's entrance both set to 5 points, we achieve a mobility that even Drogos would be envious of. No, seriously, it's like Buck Bounce House only with 3 jumps on a 4-second cooldown. And instead of a shotgun, you have a grenade launcher. I don't understand why more people aren't trying this. Sure, we sacrifice a bit of extra damage and reveal, but we fix the biggest downside to Betty, mobility, and a way to engage or escape more quickly. Bouncing Betty 3 gives us a bit of healing back for each little hop we do. This is pretty much just a replacement for the health card, as this way we get more healing than we would from 200 health on that card, and the other 2 cards being the previous fillers set to 1 point instead of 2. With all this, we've now become some form of Maeve, Buck Bounce House, and a Drogos abomination. And instead of being a backline DPS, our home is now now the Skybox, with champions that used to dominate us, like Drogos, now being the perfect prey. With this talent, we've basically tossed all logic and laws of nature out the window. Forget everything that Paladins has taught you, and announce to the world.
I don't want peace. I want problems, always!
Oh my god.
Oh, how the tables have turned. As you can clearly see, not even the Dragon of the Realm can clearly stop me from... If I could just hit him. No? I'm joking! It's a prank! I was just trying to be funny! I wasn't really trying to pick a fight!
Trying to hit the spit. He's trying to hit the spit.
Nah! You thought you was good. You thought my mobility ran out, didn't you? It's back again, baby! And just like that, we can pick and choose our fights as a DPS class. Honestly, Betty might be one of the few DPS champions, aside from Sati with her limitations, that can actually do this. And it's probably the best example of how to make a talent strong, but not overpowered at the same time, as it takes away a decent percentage of our overall damage. Although, as you can clearly see, your aim will be far more important when playing with this talent. Maybe that's why nobody plays it. Huh.
I found you, faker.
That was so disrespectful.
So does that mean that the majority of Betty players just suck at the game? Alright, listen, Betty players, this is an intervention. Maybe when you see the enemy team and you're just there alone, don't pop your ultimate. I don't know, listen, I'm just advising. It's just a suggestion, be it far from me to teach you. But I'm really not sure why Betty mains out there just keep doing it. In either case, don't despair. If you keep playing Betty more and more, you will notice yourself starting to get used to her projectile speeds, distance, and even explosion radius, allowing you to get some pretty cool, totally intentional kills.
They just left below. Oh my god.
I'll be honest with you, the Sky and the Invis one, I did actually mean to do that, I saw where she was going. But the Eevee one, that's just pure coincidence. And sometimes it do be like that. Now, next time you find yourself wanting to play something diabolically powerful and mischievous at the same time, but with a pretty decent skill ceiling too, or no ceiling at all for my Betty mobility users, am I right? I'm sorry, remember, my name is Betty.
And your television is just about to explode.
So that's really it, isn't it? Betty truly does take skill.
Oh.
Yo, they nerfed Betty, bro. She's so weak now. What the heck?
I always ban Betty every time, you know.
Oh, look how weak she is.
And now that I've made this video, everybody will definitely stop complaining about her and actually try the champion out, learn to hit her fat explosions on mid-air targets, and just have a fun time overall. Unless you're a tank main, I suppose. Surely the comment section won't be spammed with Betty Braindead or Betty Noob Champion, right? Right? I see you typing, you little sugar plum. Look at you, using your freedom of speech. Lovely. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Do actually try out Betty, insanely fun champion with various playstyles. And let's give a warm shout out to our channel members. Freya, Tech Shikari, Magma Flux, Tobias Sander, Lady Insane, Damien, and Toby, along with all the lovely people in the description below. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you want to see more of my content, well, subscribe. I'm still slowly recovering from losing my voice, but hopefully I'll be back to streaming soon. This video definitely didn't help that, but hey, it is what it is. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.